Happy full moon in Aries. So Aries is a fire sign, and this is intense. But I don't know about you, but I'm really actually enjoying this intensity because as we're in Libra season, there is this like clarity coming through. And while it could be a little uncomfortable, um, there is like a feeling of relief, of relief in that clarity. There's so much like, yeah, there could be a lot of discomfort with the unknown. And so having some more clarity right now is really welcome for me. So I'm going to be talking about the archetypes related to Aries in the tarot. So first we've got the Emperor, which is a number 4. So Emperor, has to do with stability and linked to Aries. So really this fire energy, we can see these fire colors here. The Emperor is really teaching about taking up space, like our right to take up space. And so when we're really feeling into the Emperor, sitting on his throne, grounded in his body, taking up space, there are things, like wounds around that can come up, like triggers or places that we're uncomfortable taking up our space. And so that's what we're exploring here in the full moon, the illumination of the dark aspects of this. And so oftentimes we'll see like this kind of control, domination energy when there's some insecurity. Or we'll see this kind of cowering and caving in, like not being comfortable, like speaking up for ourselves, or being heard or being seen. And so we can see how this energy will affect us differently depending on our experience with being seen, with taking up space, with expressing ourselves, right? And then another influence we got going on here is in the Tower. So Aries is ruled by Mars, and the Tower in the tarot is related to Mars energy. The Tower is quite a card. It is very intense, and it varies in levels of intensity depending on where it's hitting you. But basically, we can see, the tower is in shambles. It's falling apart. And then there's also this all-seeing eye here, a really important part of it. Also very fiery energy. So this is a potent transformation card. All right. So the tower is, I've often felt it as an experience of like feeling like, it, depending on how deep it is in you, it's an experience where things are falling apart, right? So it can feel like an earthquake, like the earth, the foundation, the stability under you is just completely shaking and everything's falling apart. It could be felt a little less intensely than that, like, just like a couple bricks are falling out or a window here or there, but basically it's shaking up the structure and foundation, because there are things that are no longer serving you, that it's time to let them go. So the tower is really a deep lesson in surrendering and a deep lesson in trusting that whatever is really solid in our foundation, in our structure, is going to stay. Like whatever's meant for us is going to stay. And whatever's falling apart, it's because it's time for it to fall apart, or it's making space for what is really in alignment to come in. So it's a really, it could be really destabilizing, it could be really intense. And the remedy to that is to, just surrender, just like let go, and to, when you feel yourself clinging or scrambling or whatever, like use all the tools you can to calm down your nervous system and really flex that trust muscle of trusting that, whatever is leaving, it is like, divinely planned, so that we have that all-seeing eye. um, Sometimes when we're in it, it could feel like, yeah, really devastating. It could be very, very devastating. Like we're losing these things, and there's grief and, yeah, frustration or anger, even. Um, but this all seeing eye is like an invitation to step up and understand that even if we don't see the bigger picture right now, it will be revealed to us in time, So it's like when we're in that experience, sometimes we can't see the bigger plan or the bigger picture, and we're not even really supposed to know what's going to happen. That's kind of the mystery of life. And so when we can step out and or at least just connect to that reality that there is a bigger picture that we can't see right now, and this needs to fall apart in order for the next thing to come in. So yeah, this could be a very destabilizing feeling. So anything that can help you, like, calm down, um, anything that can help calm the nervous system, calling out for support, whatever it is you need, would be, yeah. And then like doing your best to invite in and tap into that feeling of surrender, because the more we cling and the more we resist, the more painful it's going to be, the more difficult it's going to be. What we resist persists, first of all, and what we cling to and grab and hold on to, it creates this kind of, yeah, it creates some pain because it's being ripped apart from us, right? So to just surrender it is the deep teaching and lesson in this card. So all of this is happening just at the end of Libra season. And Libra, as we've explored before, is related to adjustment in the tarot. And this is a really wonderful lens too, to help us to look through what we're experiencing right now. And so, yeah, the Libran energy comes in here when we're looking at like our energetic exchanges, and that could be, like I said, with money, personal relationships, whatever it is. So exchanges of time and energy, because that's the foundation of it. I mean, money is just kind of like it's just one of the ways that we exchange our time and energy. And so the big messages coming in here, with all of these archetypes melding together, is like really taking a look at the things that are no longer serving you. The Tower is coming in to shake all that up, to really help, transform, and to really help us get back to the foundation, and see what it is that we're building on, and to take away the things that we that are not serving us, that we don't need, and that are not going to create that solid foundation from which we can build upon. And the Emperor here, yeah, coming in and really giving us that feeling of like that courage to stand up for ourselves and to take up space to express the thing. So the shadow side of adjustment, of Libran energy, oftentimes is like really going into overgiving, really going into people pleasing, really doing the give, and not getting it back in return, right? Like that's bending and wavering, and it's like it's showing us those places where we are afraid to speak up because like our boundaries are not being respected, or just like really taking a look at where our energy is leaking, and giving ourselves permission in the Emperor, that courage to be our own leader, um, to, yeah, just to express and to take actions um, that are aligned, that help us respect that balance, that energetic exchange. Um, yeah, I'm listening for any other messages that want to come through. So, really about honoring our time and energy, really about honoring our energetic exchange, using that Emperor energy to assert ourselves. And it's not to, yeah, dominate. It's not to take up all the space, but it's just to take up our own space. And we can do that. Like we have this myth of like, oh, I don't want to like, step on someone else's toes if I speak up or if I like express this thing. Um, but it's like we all are born and we all have a right to be here, and we all have a right to express, and then the balance with that in the Libra Aries axis is um, considering all the sides, like considering yourself too, not forgetting yourself and not forgetting the other. There is a balance, there is a space where we can honor the self and honor the other. We can honor our right to take up space and honor the other's right to take up space, and then from there, it's like there are some things that are not in alignment, that we will choose to walk away from, or that will be taken away from us, like with the Tower energy. But in any case, that's being illuminated. And so it's like not taking that personally, It's like just because you need to walk away from that job or walk away from that project or walk away from that person, like it's not like a judgment or a blame or an attack, or like it's not it doesn't really need to be about that. It's more about just like honoring like that this is not really like nourishing for me anymore, or I just feel like I'm giving and not getting enough in return. And it's okay, it's okay to go our separate ways. It's okay to want something different. It's okay to let those things go that are not working, because ultimately we are, sovereign beings. We are our own spokesperson. We have the right to, like be the sovereign adult, like taking care of ourselves, um, and in the utmost like self-love practice, you know. And so there's so much more going on than that, but I feel like that's complete for now. um, so it's the full moon tonight. I will offer you a couple practices that will help really anchor in these archetypes. So whatever parts of these themes that really resonated with you, things that you want to clear, let go of, and things that you want to call in, and things that you want to, enhance and amplify. So the things that you're letting go would be really in the Tower energy and really using that sort of discernment. And the things that you really want to call in will and embody, will really think about the Emperor for that. So whatever themes are speaking to you, one very powerful practice that I do is to create an altar. So it could be like a tarot card that represents this theme for you. It could be an object, a picture, whatever, but just something to put like whether on your phone, in an actual altar space, on your mirror, so that you look at it every morning and night, just like in a place where you come to and you like connect back to that theme and that intention with that theme of what it is that you want to let go of, and what it is, that you're anchoring into. because the moon will be waning, and so it's going to be more of a letting go process. And in the letting go process, it's really important to anchor into like some kind of sense of stability inside. Another practice I really find powerful is to find music, like songs to move to sing to dance to move to, um, that help you with any part of that process. So whether it's like shaking to some song that helps you really release like some frustration or anxiety, whether it's a song that really helps you find that sense of empowerment within, or that sense of safety to express yourself, like yeah, whatever it is that helps you really embody these themes, and yeah, really create that mind body connection, is a very powerful practice. Highly recommend. And another really wonderful practice, of course, for every new moon and full moon is to take a really beautiful cleansing bath with Epsom salts if you have them, or I really love Himalayan sea salts, and some essential oils, to really help, yeah, detox and cleanse, like to really put that intention in your bath of really cleansing what it is that needs to be cleansed. Yeah, and let go of in this full moon. So journaling as well, very, very powerful to see like what it is that's being illuminated for you. So after this talk, if you want to move it out or journal it out, to just see like where those themes are showing up for you, is a really beautiful way to connect with yourself, to connect with your soul. So I hope that this was really nourishing. I'm really excited. This Friday, I'm going to be leading my first full moon ritual, really with tarot, with the archetypes, with music and movement, and then with a deep dive sound bath to help anchor in all of the things that are being illuminated. It's a very powerful ritual, and I'm going to be doing that live, so I'm really excited about that. If any of you want to join, you can check the link in my link tree for that event. So, sending you so much love. Please feel free to reach out and let me know what your experience is with this full moon. It's a really intense one. I'm really digging it, and I hope you are too. All my love.